And then I think like I traditionally I work on a marketing calendar, a content calendar, rather to say so, and that includes a complete content plan, a breakdown of what's going to go across different platforms, whether that is Facebook or Instagram, which majorly gets mirrored because most of the content that goes on Facebook pretty much goes on Instagram, and it's vice versa. And we are able to reach out and tap out to a huge base of audience and the lookalike audience. And then there is what goes on YouTube, the video content, plus how do you relate this content to various what should I say, various ways of connecting with the audience, whether it could be the special days, whether it could be topical days like a World Health Day, or a breast cancer day, or something to do with Women's Day, Men's Day. You have some message, some kind of a communication. Communication plays a big role in conversions with social. As you say, content is the king. We can't forget that brand communication goes hand in hand completely with social media. It is not just that you deploy tools and work only on landing pages or the CTA call to actions, whatever that we add into our campaigns, or just bring on board the influencers, but it's the kind of communication that is designed in line with the complete content calendar. So the special days, like I mentioned, could be one way to go about it. Another thing we could do about is doing interactive videos with the viewers or the followers or the subscribers that you have, engaged with them, ask them to post reviews, ask them to send your videos, and you could do a quiz along with them, and then you could reach out to them saying that this is what was liked, and this is what works and this doesn't work. Apart from that, I also feel that in the content strategy, if we can include take advantage of a good influencer campaign, that is something, power of influencers, and not just influencers who are mega influencers. We could also look at micro and nano influencers. In today's time, they do some great job. And you could also take permissions of the videos that they make and run them as boost them as a campaign that you could run on, like a digital campaign on Instagram. I've seen some great results coming out of that, especially for organic market, for startup brands that are in the organic space, sustainable space. This really works because they are looking at real people and real examples. So this is one great way in which conversions can be looked at. Of course, videos play a big role in lead capture. Then apart from that, as I said, user-generated content, contests and promotions. And yes, of course, creating daily content, if it could be about close to 5 to 6 times in a day, if we can engage with the audience, I think nothing is better than that. And the easiest way to do that is through social media. While in YouTube, you may not be able to churn out videos that often, but the easiest way to do that 24/7, everybody is onto I think about 76 minutes is the daily average for Indians, the number of minutes that they're active online. So to tap into that, about good 20% of that goes on only into social media. So if you're able to reach out to them through some regular posts and interactive snackable content, that is a great way to keep pushing your content agenda or brands agenda, products agenda that you're looking at. What else would you like to add on here, Kshitij?
Yeah, so interactivity is one of the key, aspects as with me. So Twitter and LinkedIn, for example, right? They are phenomenal platforms to, to speak to your customers directly, right? Yeah. Or potential customers.
B2B and the
right. Nikhil, I'm sure you must know in the B2B space, the LinkedIn polls have exploded, right? People are asking whether you're wearing blue shirt or red shirt. Yeah, right. All kinds of polls out there. We've been bombarded. But if if you use it strategically, it's a fantastic acquisition tool as well, right? If you want to probably talk about a new product launch or get people excited, it's a brilliant tool. Talking about relativity of the content, because that is the biggest aspect when we reach out to our users. How what is that one aspect that you like about a content? Relatability. I can relate to it. It's talking in my language. That's something which is super important right now. And as marketers, there's one problem that we usually face. When we have to sell a strategy to leaders, right? The funnel and the motive of every channel would be different, right? You cannot equate them all on the same page. You cannot have the same funnel for every channel, right? For your social channels would be different, for email, and for other referral channels it will be different, right? So communicating that and making it happen is one of the finest aspects that we need to take care of. And talking about relatability, there's one example I'd like to give. Platform like Pinterest, right? It's not huge in India, but in US it's insane, right? People are using it organically. All the brands or businesses that are visual in nature, for example, the interior designers and products like script and slides, they're making an insane amount of money. 45% of the revenues of the biggest players in this space are coming from Pinterest itself, right? So that's the power of the relatable content that you can use judiciously and still hit the sweet spot of conversion plus branding. So I guess we need to be listening to our customers actively and
the trend of Pinterest is actually also really catching up in India. And otherwise, in my experience, what I've seen that what works to help make a more informed decision, there are some things that we could look at in planning content that works really well on major social media channels. Like, for example, if you're looking at Facebook, then, we could look at more of videos and curated content. And if you're looking at Twitter, then it should be more of news or blogs and GIFs that they work really well. If it is Instagram, then, it's like high quality images and high res videos. So we can look at our communication strategy built around some of these things, what works. And as you rightly said, Pinterest, pictures and infographics, they work like magic because everybody wants to get a gist of things through infographics. So if there is informative stuff that is immediately thrown at them, it develops the relatability. And once you've decided the kind of content you want to use, you will be able to create better content that converts. So, and of course, having said that, we have to have a very clear value proposition of the service or the feature that is intended to make the company or the product attractive to the customers, and this would help in increasing the conversion rate and the purchase of your product.
Absolutely agree with you.
And what do you think about sorry, yeah,
go ahead, Garima.
We can also use Google Analytics to monitor our social media conversions, and they help us tie the results with the campaign objectives and understand if we are on the right track or not. There are a lot of social media platforms like Brandwatch and the tool called Measure that allows us to see full spectrum of available metrics cross-channel. And that kind of gives kind of overview of the vital, which is very vital to basically ensuring continuous improvement of conversion rates and the overall performance of our campaign. So whatever we do, I think, as you said, content is the king. What I would say, we should first think of the value first. What is the value that we are bringing to the consumer with the content that we are proposing or posting, and that helps in connecting with the consumer. And of course, the whole push that goes behind, whether sometimes you want to boost it or want to address it through just influencer or some other route that you want to do, and the different tips that we just discussed on what kind of content works on what platform. So yeah, these are some of the things that work. And
yeah, just to sum it up, Garima, like for all the Game of Thrones fans, content is king, but probably context is the iron throne on which the king is.
The value,
right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So I think that probably sums up.
That's a good summing up. Yeah.